Hi everyone. Welcome to Snap Vegan, where eating on the cheap doesn't have to kill you. I'm Cathy, and I came to kind of let y'all know what's going on with Patti and how things are being done and what have you. It's been a week of doctor appointments and scrambling for services. She had a echo done, or what do you call it? She had a scan done on her carotid arteries yesterday, and then we go back tomorrow to talk to the doctor. I guess they're trying to see if cholesterol or plaque is contributing to the atrophy in the brain. If it was something as simple as that, that can be reversed. Otherwise, this is now, it's not curable. It's very rare. And again, the name of it is primary progressive aphasia. That's APHASIA. It is a form of dementia, and it's very heartbreaking. I can't be there 24/7. She's still cooking for herself, doing well with that. Still taking care of her personal stuff, shower, laundry. That doesn't seem to be affected. But she is not able to keep up with her finances and doesn't realize that she doesn't have the money that she's spending. So we got a power of attorney through the bank. She went with me for that and signed the paper. She understands she needs help with that. And next Tuesday, I think it is, or Wednesday, let me look. Next Tuesday, Wednesday, I think it is. Next Wednesday, we go to a law firm here in town to get a formal power of attorney. And we had a phone conference with Patti present on speakerphone with the attorney. Patti had written a letter saying that I had permission to conduct business for now for her, and that a power of attorney wasn't necessary at this moment because she's not incompetent. This is a very specific thing, but it does affect speech and comprehension. So that can be translated into confusion. But when I sit down and talk to Patti about her finances and explain that she doesn't have the money she used to have, she used to earn extra money by watching Angus, which is her dog, when Angus's dad was working. Well, he got hurt, so he's not working anymore. So she doesn't have that extra money anymore. So now, starting on the 31st of this month, we've had to turn off her cable. And she's not happy about that. But she understands because, when I show her the spreadsheet and show her, I made like a checkbook register in a spreadsheet. I showed her what was going on for this month, and then I copied it into next month and showed her the difference between now and then, in that, with or without cable is the difference between her having any money to spend at all on anything because, I mean, she only gets $766 a month. So cable being $140 with internet she can't even figure out how to use, um, was not sustainable. Also, her Netflix, since she doesn't have internet, um, canceled her Netflix for right now. And then, as things progress, we can get the discs delivered to her, and she could watch movies that way. But um, I want to let you know, yesterday when we went for the scan, she did very well. We had the registration and the HIPAA form and all that kind of stuff. They have to do it every visit. I don't know why, but the HIPAA form we updated, and that included me to have, whatever was needed to, you know, take care of her business. But she did very well with the registration, and she did her own forms, and she did, you know, everything. The lady was, explaining to her, okay, check this box for this, or are you in a medical trial, or the questions they ask you. And she did very well. After that visit, we came back to my house because the phone conference with the lawyer was on my home phone, which I could talk forever on that phone without having to worry about my minutes. And I had one of my subscribers had sent me some old Reader's Digest in large print edition. And I happened to be in the middle of reading one about how food can heal. And so while we were waiting, she picked up the magazine and started reading it. And she says, "Oh, Cathy." And then she read me an article. She read it out loud. Every word was perfect. Her comprehension was spot on. She knew So I told her, I says, you did that really good. And since, her doctor's office called while we were getting her port flushed, that she has her, and said that they were having a really hard time trying to find a speech therapist that took her insurance. So we really do need that Medicaid waiver in order to get her what she needs. But I told her, I says, until we can get that speech therapy, you should read out loud every day. Read something out loud like you just did to me, because you did that perfectly, absolutely perfectly. So when she reads something, she comprehends it exactly. It's just when you say something to her, it's not processing. Occasionally, or more than occasionally, but still, when she reads something, she completely understands it. So, she, the letter that happened about giving me permission to do her business for, she read that. She understood it. I asked her before I wrote it, what did she want it to include? I asked her, I put it in the letter. I said, is that what you want? And she says, yeah, that's what we need. So she understands anything that's written and comprehends it perfectly. But like I said, when you speak to her, you have to speak slowly and one word at a time, like that. Speaking, I've caught a couple people trying to talk loud like this to her, and that's volume is not the problem. Don't do that. It's just slowly and clearly. And so, and reading lips, helps. When you have a mask on, it's kind of more difficult. But health-wise, she's doing good. Personal hygiene, she's on top of it. she's getting very excited about the move over here, which is just 2 doors down from me and down the hall. And the power of attorney, however, is $250. And we have to have that money by Wednesday. And right now, I have the money. But that's kind of digging into my money, which is leaves me without the ability to take care of my personal needs. So I'm asking if anybody can help. Please use the PayPal link below just to kind of help in the cost sharing. I mean, if everybody pitches in $10 or $5, I mean, heck, I have over 900 subscribers. I mean, even if everybody participated and did 50 cents, we'd have enough money. But her sister and brother-in-law paid for the application fee and deposit for the new place. Her cousin pitched in for the cat deposit. That was $200 for the cat deposit. First they told us $100, and then so I got the money order for $100 for the cat. And she goes, "Oh no, it's $200 for the cat." I'm like, "Okay, well now I have to go into some money that was sent for gas and stuff like that by her cousin." And so that took $100 out of that. So if I and I ordered boxes for the U-Haul, that was $212, I think. It was like an apartment kit from U-Haul. So we've burned through the money that's been provided, with the exception of about about $175. So got $175 towards this $250, and then the rest is coming out of my pocket, which leaves me with like nothing. So I could use a little bit of help with this, but we need to get the power of attorney because we were talking about it yesterday. I said, Patti, today you're fine. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And while you're able to sign a contract and know what it is you're signing, we should probably get this done because I want to make sure she's protected. I want to make sure it's legal. I want to make sure everything is done legally for her benefit and that she's protected and that I'm protected. Because, I can't be messing in her bank account. I mean, legally at the bank, I'm okay, but I mean, for general purposes, being able to talk to somebody about her bills or cancel her service or, try to do things like that, I can't do that legally right now. I mean, I got a personal assignment letter, but I mean, it's better just to have everything nice and legal. And we talked about that, and because yesterday wasn't such a good day for her, but today was. And so on the way to the doctor, we were talking about it, and I says, remember yesterday was not a good day, and she said, I know. I said, so tomorrow we don't know if that's going to be a good day. She goes, I know. I'm like, so we need to make something legal here, so in case there comes to be a tomorrow that you don't come back from, and we have to face that reality. And she said, I know, we have to do it. So, she told the lawyer on the phone, the lawyer asked her, Patti, are you sure you want to have Cathy help you with this? And she said, she responded in a way that wasn't on topic. And I said, Patti, what she's asking you is, do you want her to do the paperwork to make me helping you legal so there's no problems? And she said, yes, I want Cathy on that. So she asked her again, she goes, so you want Cathy as your power of attorney. And she says, yes, I need that. I need Cathy to help me. So she said that on her own. She understood completely what it was about. And I guess we're just going to have to do it. We don't have any way around not doing that. It will be nice to have her close by here, 2 doors down. That way I can just check in, or she can come over, whatever. She had a really good time with Austin yesterday. That seemed to lighten her spirits quite a bit. Sure lightened his spirits quite a bit. He loves his Aunt Patti. And so it takes a greater burden off of me having to drive 7 miles to go get her and come back 7 miles and then some more to go back to the doctor. When she's right here 2 doors down, we can just leave from here and already be halfway there. So that'll be nice. She is excited, a little bit nervous about the move. Nervous meaning, there's so much to do and this and that. And I said, well, look, the movers are going to do all the packing. They're going to be doing all of the packing. And all you have to do right now is a little bit every day. Just go through what you do not want anymore. And let's just go ahead and donate it or throw it out. And she has been. And so not yesterday, but the day before, we went through and she was donated some of her college books. It's about coding and physiology and anatomy and biology and all these other things. Patty's sharp. Patti just got her 2nd degree in 2015, and that was a 3-year degree in medical coding, and there's another designation. But anyway, outside of coding, it was like management of some sort, hospital management and coding, that kind of a thing. And so she goes, these books are so nice. I don't know. I'm like, I know. I had to do the same thing. When I moved over here, I'm like, I don't want to get rid of these books. I kept a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kept 10. I kept 10 of my college books. And the rest I had to get rid of. But so I know what she means. It's like, gosh, you pay like $200 for this book. But so that's what she's doing, a little bit every day, going through and thinning things out. And she has a lot of like plastic containers and plastic cups and stuff she don't even use. So going through all that. And she just has a lot of kitchen gadgets, air fryer, Instant Pot. She's got a really nice set of cookware, stainless steel cookware. Real nice. And then, just various pots and pans and dishes and stuff like that. She uses all of that. So, and, she hasn't used her Instant Pot lately. But we talked about the value of the Instant Pot. I'm doing a stew today. It's potatoes, carrots, and onions, and tofurkey. What do you call it? Field roast sausage cut up in there. And that's going to be my slow cook for today to be ready this afternoon when I'm done. Today on the agenda is we take her cat Abby to the vet to get her nails done, trimmed, and then she has like 2 or 3 mats built in. Abby's a pretty hairy cat, and she has 2 or 3 mats that they're just going to take off. And then we have to pick up her medicines and then do her pill box for the week. And then Tuesdays are when we sit down and like just go over her finances and let me explain. And like I show her. What I did is I put all of her bills on bill pay through the bank. She was going out and getting money orders, and like I learned that last month twice she just forgot to pay a bill. So this month we had to pay it twice. Last month and this month. That kind of hurt. That hurt a lot. And because one of them was Xfinity. So then we had to pay Xfinity $267. That was with late fees. I'm like, ouch. Man, that really hurt. Because now she don't have squat left in her account. And she doesn't like to be without money. Patty's very good with her money, generally speaking. I mean, she really is. She's a tightwad. She is a tightwad. She does not like being without money. You know, I don't care if it's $50. She wants to know she's got something in the bank. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. So I explained to her last week, this month is going to be very tight. And next month is going to be very tight. And that we might get a stimulus check. We might not get a stimulus check. And she just has to act like we're not getting it. And this is the income you have. And that's what you got to deal with from now on. So where we can trim back, we need to trim back. And I do need to get her like a HD antenna for her television. And I need to get her like a CD player, DVD player. It says my connection is unstable. Can y'all still hear me? Please type something and let me know you can still hear me. Okay, are you there? Are you back? Type something. Nobody's typing anything. That just blew my train of thought. So anyway, this is the income and this is what we have to deal with. And when I sit down and explain it to her and show it to her, she understands. So instead of her just going out and getting money orders, or she would use the phone and call in a payment, she don't have to do any of that anymore. I put all of her bills into bill pay at the bank on the website, and they go out every month on the 4th, regardless of when they're due. Some are due the 17th, some are the 11th, some is 20. Every month now, they just go out on the 4th, and they're done. And don't have to worry about it, and there's stamps to buy, nothing like that. And she didn't know about that service with the bank. I'm like, yeah, they do it for free. That's how I pay my bills. I plug them all into bill pay, send them all out on the 3rd, period. And that way you immediately know how much money you got left. And sometimes it's sad to say, oh man, I've only got $36 for the rest of the month. But bills are paid, right? So I want to thank Mary Cat and Susan for the help with the gas, all that, and other personal expenses. I had to get office supplies and ink from our printer. Ink from our printer, $92 damn dollars. Jesus Christ. This is what I have to use, 64 XL. That's what I have to use. These two things were $92 damn dollars. That's more than the printer cost me. But I have to print out all these medical forms, and I have to print out, people ask me for a copy of this or a copy of that, and I can copy it, or hey, when you write this up, send it to me. So I have to print it out, scan it, send it to them. So printing has become a thing. And then I had to buy more labels for the label maker, because when she moves, we're making labels on the cabinet drawers so she can remember and know where to find things. Putting it like I do on mine. I talked to you about it before, about on the top of her medicine bottles, to let her know what it's for. Not the name of it, but what it's for. Like, is it a muscle relaxer? Is it, for heart or water or, metformin for diabetes, that kind of a thing. So we're going to have to label all her stuff now. And then sticky notes, because I've noticed I need sticky notes. I'll put sticky notes to remind her to do this or remind her to do that. And a picture of me and her on the refrigerator saying, "Your best friend loves you." That kind of a thing. And so all of those things cost money. I think the whole office supply thing with paper and ink and notebooks and dividers and sticky notes, that was like $180 some all together. Whiteout, like I said, paper. Got these notebooks with the dividers and for her keep her labs and everything, orders and everything clear. I don't know what else. This is a bunch of stuff. I got all the Patti related receipts are in here. So keeping her stuff separate from mine. But it's challenging, I have to say. And then the lawyer said, well, what if something happens to Cathy? Who's the secondary? And we're like, the court's going to have to. She goes, well, the court doesn't do that. I said, well, the court's going to have to appoint somebody, whether it's the state of Indiana or whatever. Because right now there is nobody else. There's nobody else. Yeah, her sister's in Florida, and God love her. I love Carol Miller. I love her, but she has dementia. And so legally she cannot enter into this position of power of attorney. And she's in her mid-70s. I don't know how old her husband Bob is, but they're in Florida, and they can't conduct business here. They can't take her to appointments. They can't. So I'm not sure. But for right now, we're just going to go with me. And it reminded me of when she asked me, well, what happens to me if something happens to you? And that's when I explained how bulletproof I am. And, I'm fine. That's good. But, good point. Good point. But, we're not, I think we're going to worry about today, and then we're going to do tomorrow. And that's how we have to do it. And just try to take care of myself. I've been eating once a day. I never even had time to go to the store and get my spinach and stuff for the smoothies and all of that, because I come home, I crash. I come home, I eat, I crash, I get up, I shower, start it over again. And there's just not been any time in between for me to do for me. But, I'll take time on the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday. I just go to see her briefly on Saturday, and Sunday I didn't go at all. So I used that day to just kind of straighten up my apartment a little bit and do some laundry of my own. And like I said, when she moves 2 doors down, that is going to be such a help. And we got to come up with the money for that. I'm just praying God will provide. Because, on the high end, it could be $2,000. On the low end, it could be $800. So I have to try to seek out the high end of that, because as soon as the last thing is delivered and they total up the hours and the materials or whatever, that's when they want their money right then. And I better have it. And I don't know how much it's going to be. Like I said, high end, $2,000, low end, about $700, $800. I don't know. So my goal is raising $2,000 for the move. And then if there's any extra left over, we'll just use it for her transportation and food and well-being and whatever she needs. So that's just kind of what we're going to have to do. So I need to start getting ready here fairly soon. I need to pick her up at 10:15, so I still need to take a shower and whatever. I see there's 2 people here right now. I know it's very early in the morning, but who are you? Tell me who you are. Let me know who's here with me today so I don't feel so alone. I see that you're here. Please let me know who you are, just so I know who's got my back here. Type and let me know who you are. But I want to just say, I know this channel's taking a turn, but this is a channel all about living with disability and things that happen along the way. And boy, was this a hey Maria, thanks for being here with me this morning. I appreciate your support. So this is just kind of part of it, and it's good to let people know what it's like out here in the real world. So it's hard. It's really hard. And if not for the angels of my YouTube channel, I couldn't have done what I've done so far to get her some help. So I take care of some. I tell you what, between Susan and Mary Cat, and I think Maria sent some help. That's what helped pay that $267 Xfinity bill. My gosh. I mean, she just completely forgot to pay it. Didn't realize that she didn't pay it. And first we were saying, we'll just transfer the cable over. And then they said, well, you have to pay your bill in full, to transfer. I'm like, dang, man. Got to pay all of that at one time. So we did. And then so, with your help. And then after we talked about it, and I sat down and did the checkbook register for the month, and then looked at what next month looked like, she was going to be minus $180 some. I'm like, whoa, whoa, we need to make some adjustments here. What we're going to do? And that's when she said, cancel the cable. I'll get an antenna like you have. And then we canceled Netflix. And then there was one other thing. I forget right now. But so we trimmed it back for September. And so at any rate, I thank everybody for doing what you've done so far. We still have the $250 to go for next Wednesday's power of attorney. And then we have like $2,000 on the high side to make sure we have the money for the movers when they're finished. And like I said, on the low side, $700-800. On the high side, $2,000. But the minute they put the last thing in the apartment is when they need paid. And they can't calculate the hours and materials or whatever until that's complete. So that's a magic 8 ball. Let's see what the magic 8 ball says. It says outlook good. 8 balls, lips to God's ears, all I gotta say. So, okay, that's what that is. Please keep your prayers for Patti going up. And I think I'm going to have to get her a subscription to the Reader's Digest large print edition. She reads that very well. She enjoyed the stories in it. And when she read it out loud, it was exact, precision, comprehension, everything. So I'm gonna have I'll have to do that for her. And hey, we got to do something to help with her speech until we can get speech therapy. The doctor did say it's not reversible. It's not. We can hold it at bay a little bit with speech therapy, but it's going to be progressive and it's only going to decline. But for now, let's keep it going, however we can do that, and that's for her to read out loud. So give her something that she can read easily, like large print, and let her read me a story. Tell me about the article, that kind of thing. Encourage it. She said, I like this magazine. I'm like, I like it too. It's an old edition. One of my subscribers said that her mother gets it, and then when she finishes reading it, she sends me 2 or 3 of them. And I've enjoyed it. And Patti enjoyed it yesterday. So I think I'll get her that. I think it's like $22 a year or something like that. I'll get one for Patti. Because even when it comes down to her not being able to speak or comprehend speech, she can still comprehend what she reads. And she can nod her head yes or no. I mean, we'll work it out. We're going to work it out. We're going to do whatever's best for Patti. And we're going to encourage everything that lets her stay sharp, however form that is in. So I'm going to go. I love you all. I am asking for your help today. If you can in any way help towards the $2,000 for the move, or the $250 for the power of attorney, to make sure that all of her affairs are legitimate, done in her best interest and legal, which we really need that right now. Please help. And I'll be back. I'm going to try to make a video of her reading. It'll blow your mind. But I didn't have my tablet near me yesterday when she was doing it. So goodbye, everybody. I love every one of you. Just remember, one random act of kindness can change someone's day, even yours. And I hope you'll be the catalyst to do that, and I hope it's done for you. God bless you all, and thank you so very much to my subscribers. Bye-bye.